Hello, YouTube. Luigi here. This is I don't want to say vintage, but it's got a vintage look about it. This is a Coleman quartz that I got from my brother. My brother sends me pictures of his quartz watches that have been sitting in drawers for years with dead batteries. He's a real automatic watch kind of guy now, and he and I trade for them. And he sent me a picture of three watches, and this was really the only one I was interested in, seriously interested in, because I thought it looked really good, even on the picture. I still think it looks good. Now, I believe this is the Coleman, because it says so on the back, 40 space 088 space 01, and I'm not sure about that. I can find almost nothing online about this watch. I have found Coleman watches that look similar, but they don't have the pusher, can't even hear, which you'll see later operates the Indiglo. And also because it does have Indiglo, it makes me think this watch was made by Timex for Coleman, but I don't know that either. So in very tiny type that strains my eyes, it says Coleman with a symbol of a Coleman lantern underneath it at 12, and it says water resistant 3 ATMs. Like that's something to brag about. Okay, I think we have a really smart looking dial, even though it's only 37 millimeters, 37.3 in diameter. I think this is a really sharp dial with a lot of bold contrast between good size numerals and their indices, which, by the way, because they're all black, when you see the Indiglo, it really pops that way. Even though this older watch, the Indiglo, is not as powerful as the newer Timex I showed you, I think it was last week. There's a teeny bit of loom on the hands, but it's not even worth showing you. It's really kind of pathetic, even with a good charge on it. Just strong contrast, black on white, good-looking numerals, and you can see it's got a date window at 3 o'clock. My notes are on the table here beneath me because I keep forgetting things. It has a hacking crown, unprotected. There's no crown protectors there. And I mentioned the date only. It comes on a genuine leather strap. That's what it says. I don't think this is the original strap, but I like it. I actually took it off, put an ostrich strap on it, and I have to tell you, I think this dark brown with the stitching goes better with this. Now, this has a brass case, and it says right on here, among other things, stainless steel back, Japan movement, and water resistant. So I'm guessing the Japan movement is a Miyota, but the fact that they go out of their way to say it's a stainless steel back is because the case is brass. And they usually put stainless steel backings on here so the sweat of your wrist doesn't turn, the brass doesn't turn your wrist green. And the truth is there was some evidence, it's been cleaned up a bit, of green patina around this case on this underside. So I know it's a brass case. We talked about the chapter ring. The buckle, this is odd, the buckle is stainless. And I would have expected it to be a matching brass as with the case. Now it's pretty skinny, which is nice. It's 9 millimeters thick, probably the thinnest watch I own. I can't talk to the crystal. I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you, given its age, it's not all beat up and scuffed up. It really isn't. And it weighs 51 grams. So I'm going to turn off the lights here and show you the loom. The loom is this 2 o'clock pusher. And I kind of like that feature. Okay. Here you go. I think that's pretty smart. This loom goes off after like 3 seconds. The loom on my Timex, it's on for as long as you're holding down the button. Well, there you go, people. That's everything. I think it's a smart looking watch. I really do. It's a little small. Yeah, it is. But it's, I don't know. I think it's stylish. There's something Art Deco about this very rounded bezel. It's like a half circle in section bezel. I like that. The crown is a little small for me. and it pushes in. Maybe it is recessed, maybe it has some degree of protection, but it's not, you got to like dig your nail behind it to pull it out. And that's always an issue with these tiny crowns. Okay, God bless you. I love you all. Take good care. The Coleman, without a model number, 37 millimeter watch. Okay, bye-bye.